up here. Cowboys are going to be up on the clock here, guys. Here we go. Our
Cowboys on the clock.
Cowboys on that big old clock. We're about to see our second pick of the day. We still have a lot of needs, guys, and it could be it could go a lot of ways. Running back.
The pick's in. The pick's in. I'm gonna take it off the screen because I'm panicking right now. Mexican Adam, settle down. Okay, keep calm here.
This is insane.
I mean, first off, let's get the LA team. Okay,
there he is. They're all standing. They're excited for this pick. Jerry doesn't stand for shit unless it's an oversalted McMuffin. Okay. That's the only thing Jerry Jones stands for.
Who was the little creepy kid behind Jerry to the right? Was
his nephew, probably. Okay. Like my nephew just got in here. Get in here, kid. Who do we got?
Could somebody tell me which Michigan player we're gonna select?
Right.
Okay,
hey, the Dallas Cowboys with the 90th pick.
Pull up the mic.
I like that they're going back and forth with Drew Pearson.
Come on, baby.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a defender.
Overshawn, linebacker.
Yep.
Guy we never really talked about. A linebacker is a need though.
Wow.
Linebacker's a need.
Yes, it is.
I like Overshawn, man.
Yeah. They went Texas. They stayed in Texas.
Yep.
6'3", 229. So
he's the size that you want.
Could be a little heavier, but it's easy to put on weight.
Let's see some of these highlights here. Boom, he's a dog.
It's our boy now.
I kind of wish that he could stick at 0, but J-Ron took 0. That 0 number is just so cool looking.
I think Overshown was the backup plan for not getting Henley. He's probably the next guy that's a good coverage linebacker. He's got good athleticism and a nice blend of length and speed. So, I think that they just see him as a player that they can mold into a good coverage linebacker and eliminate tight ends, especially with them having to play Goddard and Waller now in New York.
So obviously, offensive line isn't as big a need as Cowboys fans thought.
I guess not.
As far as the
they have their eye on a couple picks later in the draft to pick up like a center and a guard or a tackle and a guard or something perhaps.
I mean, it could just be like there's no one on the board for the O-line that they want, or they feel like they can get someone of equal value in later rounds. So
well, the reason I'm thinking that they don't think it's a big position of need because they didn't. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted by this guy on the screen right now. Jeez. But they didn't take Osiris Torrance in the second round, so I don't feel like they think it's an actual that big of a need.
Hey, well, let me just read off a couple things here. 3 goods and a bad, okay? His 40-yard was 4.5. His 10-yard split was 1.5. And his broad jump was 10 foot 4 inches. But
he's athletic.
Only 15 bench rep, which...
I mean, our boy Mozzie Smith did fucking 34 at
he picked up the slack.
Yeah, so
we'll get the average between both of them combined.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, this was my guy right here.
Dorian Williams.
Dorian Williams was my guy, man. Yeah, man. I
like Williams.
Well, he was always showing up on the board too.
We took him a couple times.
I'm an Overshown guy, so what do I say? I mean, he's a Cowboy. So.
Another thing about Overshown is Brian Broaddus. If you follow anything with the Cowboys, you might have heard the name. He also mentioned Overshown as a possible edge conversion. Mm-hmm. So don't be surprised if they try to use him in that way.
Okay.
Possibly to alleviate Micah some of that.
Well, here's another
edge time.
Interesting thing. He was a safety turned linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Just ended up growing out of the role.
Yeah. Well, it just shows that he's got that coverage in him.
That's what I mean.
He overshown that role.
I see what you did. I see what you did.
Well, hey, Overshown, welcome to the team.
Welcome to
the team.
I mean, it's not. Look, by the third round, I think everyone had the wind taken out of their sails as to like what the Cowboys were going to do. So,
but let's
linebacker. Okay.
What were 3 big needs going into the draft? We all said guard, obviously, but we also
linebacker was on there, and
linebacker was on there, D-line was on there, and tight end.
Defensive tackle.
Yeah.
So,
well, Can I ask you guys a
We
question?
did target 3 needs. Yeah,
Yeah,
ask
I
away,
agree.
my guy.
My question is, the Bills, other than trading ahead of us to get that one pick, they've constantly picked behind us. And I currently think that they have a better draft for Dallas. If Dallas would have picked all 3 of their players, so that's Dalton Kincaid, that is Osiris Torrance, and then Dorian Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we
Those
had that
names
draft,
feel a lot better in
we've
my
literally
opinion.
Yeah.
we've drafted all 3 of those
All
guys.
three, yeah.
Those are the guys.
Those are guys that we drafted a
Hey,
lot.
the Bills are obviously CanFan fans. They've watched our mock drafts. Whatever, they knew the recipe.
No, I hate that you're so
Interesting.
right. I hate that you're so right. The Kincaid, Torrance, and Williams.
Yeah.
If I could trade, I might, but it is what it is, and it's going to be interesting to watch those guys to see who ends up being the better top 3, the Bills 3 or the Cowboys 3.
Here's what I wanted to ask you guys. Do those top 3 players start, or are they going to be playing, significant amount
Overshown
of-
is, I don't see Overshown starting.
No,
the
I
other
don't
2,
either.
I definitely do, though.
Yeah.
Definitely the first 2, Mozzie and Scooney. They got to.
Yeah.
They have
But
to.
will we see Overshawn on the field 30% of the time in a
I think they're
style?
I already think
Could.
that he might. The way they took him, he's falling in with that Jabril Cox,
Yeah.
Damone Clark area, right?
Yep.
This is actually the guy that should be most scared on the Dallas Cowboys right now is Jabril Cox.
or do they rotate him? Do they
Well,
just keep him fresh?
They
and
could,
rotate 'em?
but I still think one of those 3 out of
could be gone.
yeah,
Could be
out of
cut.
those 3, out of Overshawn, Cox, and
And you're not gonna
Clark.
Yeah, you're not cutting your third.
Maybe they
Unless
keep all,
he's
maybe they
fucking
keep
dog
them all,
shit.
but you got to think. You also got to put Mike as a linebacker and LVE. So right there, those 3 guys, you got 5 linebackers. So I guess you could keep 5 linebackers.
Hey,
Well, linebacker is also a position that plays special teams. So
Yeah.
Exactly. So you'll have
Yeah.
them chasing punch, chasing kickoff. So you could still have 5 linebackers on a team. It's just I would be scared if I was Cax.
Well, that is
Yeah.
something. That is something that you like. Field position
Yeah.
can make a difference. So it is good to also consider these players for special teams. Like it makes a difference if you're averaging 5 more yards or 5 less yards on the field that you have to travel down to get a touchdown or a kick, whatever.